First things first, patch any holes in your existing backdrops to ensure you have nice clean surfaces for painting. Paint all backdrops with bare Charismatic Sky paint. Next, bring in your mountains and reference your chosen scenario image for placement. Mountain 4 gets pinned directly to the backdrop, and additional mountains get pinned to each other using foam mountain spacers. Foam spacers are used to create depth between the mountain layers and to get them standing upright. Starting against the back and working forward, cut down the foam mountain spacers and pin them to the backs of the mountains. Your window depth in relation to the number of mountain layers will influence the size of your spacers, but 2 to 4 inches gives the best look. Spacer placement should be discreet, as some windows are visible from the side. Continue adding spacers to all of the mountains so they are all upright with a small gap behind them. When all mountains are in place, it's time for the backdrop snow and glitter treatment. Grab the sprinkle snow, glitter, Charismatic Sky paint, and a paintbrush. The idea here is giving the illusion of mountain peaks in the distance, so the peaks will be the most defined and then they'll taper out. Apply a generous layer of paint for the peak outline and then loosely fill in the rest of the mountain. This will give the mountains an ombre effect. Next, grab the sprinkle snow and apply it to the painted area. Toss or pat it into place. Repeat with glitter. The final step on the backdrops is snowfall, so grab your ultra white paint, an artist brush, and a step stool. Add white dots throughout, varying the size from pencil eraser to dime to give some depth. Reference your chosen scenario and have your chalet placement in mind when moving into string light placement. Be sure to plug all lights in first to make sure they work. Start by pinning them up the back side of the wall. Take the light strand and clip it to a track hook placed in front of the backdrop panel. Run the strand diagonally across and pin into the side of the backdrop with a floral pin. Pin again roughly 6 inches up from the first pin. This is to create space between the lights as they run across the backdrop. Take the strand back across to a track hook placed in front of the first one. Hide the remainder of the light strand behind your backdrop by pinning them into the backside edge. Position the assembled chalet in the window and plug it in. Step outside to look at your composition and make any adjustments. Before you bring in any of your trees, make sure to adjust your track lights in your window. Add trees into the scene and create some depth by bringing the largest trees to the front. Place a group of smaller trees behind the chalet, creating a view through the window. Finish it off with a small set of skis leaned against one of the large trees at the front. Finish the scene by adding sprinkle snow and glitter in patches around the trees and at the base of your mountains and chalet. Blow at your snow piles to clean up the edges. Please don't skip this step as it finishes off the windows so nicely.